Hi friends, welcome on my YouTube channel. I hope you will enjoy this session. I try my best possible way to explain you in the most easiest way. If you like my video, subscribe my channel. Let's start the chapter Respiration. Respiration, the process by which living beings utilize the food to get energy, is called respiration. Respiration is an oxidation reaction in which carbon dioxide is oxidized to produce energy. Mitochondria is the main site of respiration. Energy is released and stored in the form of ATP. The full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. ATP is stored in mitochondria as it is released as per need. Some basic steps of respirations. Respiration, breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. It is the first step in which glucose is breakdown into pyruvate. It takes place in the cytoplasm in which the glucose molecule is breakdown into pyruvic acid. The glucose molecule is 6 carbon compound while pyruvic acid is 3 carbon compound. Fate of pyruvic acid. The breakdown of pyruvic acid takes place in mitochondria and the molecules formed depend on the type of respirations of particular organism. There are two types of respiration. Let's study them in detail. Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, the type of respiration happens in the presence of oxygen. The type of respiration which takes place in the presence of oxygen is called aerobic respiration. Pyruvic acid is converted into carbon dioxide, energy, and water molecule. A pyruvic acid is converted into carbon dioxide, energy is released, and water is formed at the end of this process. In anaerobic respiration, it takes place in the absence of oxygen. Pyruvic acid is either converted into ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. Ethyl alcohol is usually formed in the case of anaerobic respirations in some microbes like yeast and bacteria, and lactic acid is formed in some microbes as well as in mussels. C. Glucose is converted into 3 carbon compound, that is called pyruvate, and some energy is released. When the process of respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen, that is anaerobic respiration, or it is called fermentation. When anaerobic respiration takes place in some bacteria or small organisms, it forms lactic acid plus energy. While when it takes place in yeast, it forms ethanol C2H5OH plus carbon dioxide plus energy takes place in yeast. When the process of respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen, that is aerobic respiration, in this carbon dioxide, water, energy is formed. It mostly takes place in plants and animals. When glucose C6H12O6 oxidize, means it combined with oxygen 6O2O, aerobic respiration takes place. It takes place, it completed into many steps. Okay, then carbon dioxide, water, and ATP is formed. Students always remember 38 ATP is formed inside the aerobic respiration, while a very small amount of energy is formed in the case of anaerobic respiration. When we talk about when anaerobic respiration takes, glucose is converted. This respiration takes place in human, in which 2 lactic acid is formed and 2 ATP energy is formed. In case of aerobic respiration, 38 ATP energy is formed, and in case of anaerobic respiration, 2 ATP energy is formed. Pain in the legs and muscles running. Sometimes we feel pain while we running. When someone runs too fast, he may experience a throbbing pain in the leg muscle. This happens because of the anaerobic respiration taking place in the muscles. During the running, the demand from the muscle cells increases. This compensates by anaerobic respiration, and lactic acid is formed in this process, and the deposition of lactic acid causes pain in the leg muscle, and this pain subsides after. Exchange of gases. For anaerobic respiration, an organism needs continuous supply of oxygen. Carbon dioxide is produced during this process. carbon dioxide produced during this process need to be removed from the body. The different organisms use different type of method of intake of oxygen and expulsion of carbon dioxide. Diffusion is a method which is utilized by the unicellular organism, some simple organism for this process. In plants also use diffusion to exchange for the exchange of gases. In complex animal, the respiratory system does the job of exchange of gases. Gills are the respiratory organ of the fishes. Fishes take in the oxygen which is dissolved in water through gills. Since the availability of oxygen is less in the aquatic environment, the availability of oxygen is less in the aquatic environment, so the breathing rate of aquatic organisms is faster. Insects have some simple system called spiracles and trachea, which is used for taking in the oxygen. The terrestrial organisms have developed lungs for the exchange of gases, and the availability of oxygen is not an issue for the terrestrial environment, because in terrestrial environment there is a huge amount of oxygen, so the breathing rate is slower as compared to that of fishes. Human respiratory system is composed of a pair of lungs. They are attached to the respiratory tubes which open outside our nostrils. So let's study about the human respiratory system. Nostrils. There are two nostrils which converge to form a nasal passage. The inner lining of nostril have hairs and remains wet due to mucus secretion. The mucus and the hairs help in filtering the dust particles so that the air which we inhaled is warmed up when it enters in our nasal passage. Pharynx. It is a tube-like structure which continues after the nasal passage, or it is a common passage both for windpipe and food pipe. Okay, next, larynx. It comes after pharynx and it is called voice box. Hair trachea. It is a cartilaginous ring. Okay, cartilaginous rings that prevent the collapsing of trachea in the absence of air. Bronchi. A pair of bronchi came out from the trachea. Firstly nostril, then trachea. Okay. Trachea, one bronchus going to each lung. Bronchioles, a bronchus is divided into sub-branches inside the lung. Alveoli, the air sac at the end of bronchioles, and alveoli is composed of very thin membrane, is place where blood capillaries open. This alveolus where oxygen mixtures in the blood and the carbon dioxide exit from the blood. The exchange of gases in the alveoli takes place due to the pressure difference. Breathing mechanism. The breathing mechanism of lungs is controlled by the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles. The diaphragm is a membrane which separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. When the diaphragm moves down, the lungs expand so that air is inhaled. When diaphragm moves up, the lungs contract and the air is exhaled out. So this is our diagram. First, this is pharynx. This is called larynx, that is voice box. This cartilaginous ring is trachea. These are lungs. These are bronchi. When trachea is further divided into two parts, this is bronchi, and this bronchi is further divided into bronchus, and this air sac like structure is called alveoli, and this is diaphragm. When diaphragm moves upward, the process of exhalation takes place because the volume of thoracic cavity decreases. When this diaphragm moves downward, the volume of thoracic cavity increases, so the process of inhalation takes place that time. See, I will explain you with the help of diagram. This is our trachea. It is further divided into two parts, that is called bronchi. And this bronchi is further divided into bronchioles. Okay, and at the end of this bronchiole there is a sac-like structure that is called alveoli. Okay, like this, both side and inside these are present, and these alveoli contains a lot of blood capillaries, so here the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. So this is the end of our session. I hope you will like this video.